Leonard needs 54 yards to pass Rice. Did that in 1989, the year after he led the Irish to the national championship. But Leonard only threw for 90 yards against Georgia, and he rarely pushes the ball down the field in the passing game. And with the exception of Jeremiah Love's 98-yard touchdown run against Indiana, during the college football playoff, big plays, whether run or pass, have been rare, precious commodities for the Fighting Irish. Lowest percentage of 10-yard runs against Indiana and against Georgia. And Penn State, top 5 in the country at stopping plays at or behind the line of scrimmage. Irish don't mind a little contact. Nearly half their yardage coming after they're getting hit, and Penn State will hit you.
Play fake. Leonard in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Challenges the quarterback. Can make plays with his legs and can also make plays with his arms.
For me, it's just stopping the run. He's agile, and he's one of the most athletic backs we've seen all year.
Probably want to make a lot of plays on his feet, be great pocket presence, and, they can be explosive, especially in their run game as well.
Penn State just took it away. Zakeem Wheatley ended up with the football.
Basically, all of their defense is just good. Their D-line is pretty good. It's a competition in the linebacker room.
We're going to have to be able to run the football versus a really good rushing defense. They can get pressure with 4, they can get pressure with 5.
It's going to be a good challenge for us. And their DBs are just as good as anybody else in the country. Play like a champion today.
We are.
Hey, look at this strength versus strength. You take away sack yards. Riley Leonard, Jeremiah Love, and Jadarian Price, who figures to be big tonight, depending on how much Love can go, who is wearing that knee brace, all averaging over 6.5 yards per carry. But Riley Leonard's the guy that makes it go.
Yeah, Riley Leonard has done something no Notre Dame quarterback has ever done. He threw for over 2,300 yards, rushed for over 800 yards. I mean, he is the soul. He is the guy. He is the engine for this Notre Dame team. I actually have some tape to kind of display everything that was just talked about in that piece there. When he transfers into Notre Dame, I think Notre Dame people got excited because he had this ability last year, and I assume he had this since birth. He's a great basketball player, so he has a lot of great feel. He's incredibly athletic. He has good football IQ. He breaks down, and he understands that the safeties and the corners all have eyes on him. I'm not going to throw that. That'd be dumb. I'm instead going to utilize my legs, dive for the first down, head first, instead of feet first. And in the RPO, because of how gifted he is as a runner, is always a threat. People say, he can't throw the ball as well maybe as Drew Aller. Well, when he has to, he can. Keyhole, touchdown against the SEC, Georgia Bulldogs. And then, obviously, we all saw this play, fourth quarter, to put this thing away. 3rd and 7, what are you going to do with it? Well, I'm going to stiff arm a guy to the ground. I'm going to get the edge, and then I'm going to send it. Totally. John Elway style, flipping at the goal line, landing on his head, getting up and saying, that's a first down. And we win this game. I think what Riley Leonard did against Georgia was something that made me a believer maybe I should have been long ago. I don't think I fully understood how big of a dog this guy is. And he showed it all against Georgia.
I really think his basketball background, when you watch him play, these guys that are multi-sports guys, and they play quarterback, I just think it shows in the way he moves, the way he leads, all the intangibles that guys like Coach Saban look for. This guy's off the charts. You can see he's loose tonight as he gets ready to play in this big of a game. The big question, I think all of us, you see that brace on the right knee. We've talked about it earlier. How much can Jeremiah Love go, who Pat just talked about? This guy's a difference maker, averages 7 yards a carry. He does really well, as Reese mentioned, after contact. How much can he go tonight, I think, is a big part of it.
I think what great coaches do is they adapt to the players that they have. And maybe Riley Leonard wasn't exactly what Notre Dame thought they were getting when he came to Notre Dame, but they've done a fantastic job adapting to what he can do. They throw quick, short passes, which he's very effective at. He hadn't completed a pass more than 10 yards down the field in 2 playoff games, but he runs the ball. He runs quarterback runs. And I think what Marcus Freeman said about him, this guy is a great competitor. He's a great athlete and he's a great competitor, and I think that bleeds into every player in that huddle that he plays with.
Do they have the receivers, Des? I mean, that's a big part.
Here's the lacrosse All-American that's pretty good, too.
He's really coming on.
Yeah. He's like a Swiss Army knife. They can do so many different things with him. Extremely athletic lacrosse player, too. Was on their national championship lacrosse team, but he's just a guy who is 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8, obvious passing downs. Make sure you look for Jordan Faison because he's going to help them move the chains. But How about Penn State's defense, guys? Been very impressed with this group. You're talking about a unit that lost a lot of talent from a year ago, but they were able to regroup, retool, and then with Tom Allen, the new DC, he got some dudes out there. Let me show you what Notre Dame's defense is going to be up against. Offense going to be up against, going up against this Penn State defense. My man, Amin Vanover right there. He's 6'4", 260 pounds. Watch the athleticism on the read option. You have the quarterback, the running back. He's athletic enough to play both. Later in the game, same exact play. The quarterback said, no, this time I'm going to keep it. Look at Amin. Slips, but he's able to recover because he's extremely athletic. I love this safety, Jalen Reed, number 1. He's going to come down in the box and supporting the run game. Watch this. They love to blitz him. Al Golden's going to send him. Now, because my man Abdul Carter took 2, he came scot-free. Let me reverse the camera so you can see. The running back right there, offset to the left. He's supposed to get Reed. But because Carter did this super slick spin move, he had to pick up Carter. Reed came scot-free and got the sack. But my man Abdul Carter, he's a little banged up, maybe have a shoulder injury, but watch how he changed his speeds to get around this right tackle. Lulled him to sleep, dipped his shoulder one more time. Boom, boom.